What's up, guys, and welcome to D4C League Racing, brought to you by ColorStreetNails.com/Star-Shine-Nails. Tonight we have a good one in store for you as the D4C Xfinity Series battles Texas. We got Knights up in the booth with me tonight. Knights, welcome. What are your thoughts coming into Texas?
Well, I think we should have a great race tonight. I was looking at the driver lineup, though, and it looks like we're going to have somewhere between 30 and 33 cars tonight in 200-lap race here at Texas. It could get very exciting, especially if these guys can hold it off each other. If they can get it strung out green flag, I mean, we could see some exciting racing tonight.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to the racing. The Xfinity Series tends to be a little bit more racy. You know, they're going a little slower. That's going to make it possibly we're going to see a high line in 3 and 4 if we get enough cars out there. Talking about fuel-wise, I'm going to imagine these guys are going to average, about 26, 27 laps a run? And it's going to be quite interesting to see the fuel strategy play out.
Yeah, I would think they're going to run that. We ran at Texas this past Thursday, and we were getting roughly around somewhere between 25 and 30, depending on how much you could save, let off the gas through the run. So I would assume these cars probably get about the same thing. So I'd say that's probably what we're looking at, between 25 to 30 per run.
And I know, looking at this list, like you said, we're going to have, 32, 33 drivers out on the track tonight. That's absurd. That's a lot of talent out there at one time. And looking through these names, just a few shout-outs. We got D4C RJ, previously known as AK PoopyPants. He's going to be running this Xfinity race. We got Muffin running the Xfinity race. I mean, we have a few, Amour, Smoke, a few of these Cup guys, starting to dabble down these lower series. Do you think they're going to be the head favorite, or are we going to see someone like Ingalls at Auto Club and come through to show these Cup guys how it's done?
I think we're going to have two Cup guys at the front of this field tonight, and I think they're going to slug it out to the end. They were, I think, the two dominant cars in this past Thursday's race. You've got Amour Smoke. He's subbing, driving in the 78 tonight, and we also have James Kamal running the 88 tonight. So I think those are going to be absolutely your two to beat tonight.
And from the points perspective, from the Xfinity side, you look at names like Caleb Crispin, you got D4C String, Fort Smitty, Dooman, as well as Squad Hype, who is your current points leader, actually. So out of all the Xfinity drivers, who do you think is going to prevail the most?
I mean, you would think Squad Hype would be the first name that would jump out on your list because he is the points leader. He hasn't got a win yet this year, but he's been really consistent, and being the points leader shows how consistent he has been without the win. Outside of him, it's like I say every week, man, Redneck Man. I mean, he's a wheel man. I mean, you can never count that 3-car out.
Yes, sir, indeed. Actually, talking about Redneck Man, he came by surprise last week at Auto Club when we did this broadcast. I had no clue who that man was, and he showed me who he was. He was up in front pretty much the whole time, and I'm excited to watch these green flags go underway as they are currently going through qualifying. Again, they do single-car qualifying here in D4C, so it's going to take a little longer. Just waiting for the invite to come out to the game. Hopefully they didn't forget about us up here in the booth. So, Knights, I know you raced in the Cup Series. Let's just dabble. Actually, there's the invite right there as we're talking about it. But let's just dabble in your experience in D4C and why you like D4C so much.
Oh, man, it's just the competition, hands down. I mean, I've never raced in a league like this before. I mean, the best finishes I've had this year, I've had a lot of bad luck. But, I mean, I finished 14th 2 weeks ago at Martinsville and somehow was able to find a way to come home 12th last week, even after getting a few wrecks. But, man, even without the wrecks, I mean, when you get in the back of that field, even mid-pack, the guys are good. It's just so difficult to make passes. And I think that's why we've been having so many cautions this year, because the guys are so good. I mean, you kind of have to get into somebody just a little bit so you can get by them. And that right there is why I think the D4C is just hands down the best league. I mean, you can see it from the Cup all the way down to the trucks, week in, week out. The competition is just top to bottom the best I've ever seen.
And you can get legends.
Yeah, I do agree with you 100%. As I just sent the party invite out to you, and it's confirmed we do have a field of 33 cars here at Texas, 200 laps. We have stage racing here in Xfinity. And give or take the cautions, are you going to give or take more than 7? Or is it going to be less than 7 cautions, you think?
No. I've watched
with 33 cars, I mean, you would want to say that you would think maybe there would be a lot more cautions. I think these guys are going to drive with a little bit of patience tonight. We've seen more patience in the Xfinity series than we have in the Cup series this year so far.
Okay,
so I mean, if I was to throw a number out there, I would say maybe around 5. I think these guys are going to drive really well tonight.
Like they'll build up their teams and they'll be
that's definitely
some of the top teams.
A great number, especially from the previous race here we had at Texas. It was a little rough to watch, a little rough to commentate. 5 sounds great to me. As well as stage racing. I know the Cup Series nights doesn't do the stage racing, but as a driver, like, how are you going to approach that? As it looks like we had the 60 out front on the pole position, and that's going to be the 60 of Muffin. As it looks like they might be having a little technical difficulty.
You're worried about it, are they?
As they're all stopped down the backstretch.
I'm loading in right now, so I'll be getting that visual of what you're seeing here in just a moment.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks like we have a red flag, folks. I think we have a fan running around, streaking through the infield at the moment. Cars are parked down the backstretch. They're like, oh my lordy, I think he's on fire. Help me, Tom Cruise, because I'm not really sure what's going on. We're all just chilling.
A few days, and he's fucking.
Yeah, I'm popping in that. No, I've actually got him racing.
Really?
All right, well, I'm gonna need to
back out.
Yeah,
back out. I'll send you an invite back in here.
This is weird because they're all like frozen on my screen.
He's actually been pretty level-headed.
Yeah, I've got him going. I got Muffin as the leader right now.
All right, well.
Looks like 78 of a more smoke here in a second.
Hit me back up real quick.
How he ran into him or something like that, and he's like, well, you probably should have got out.
Some folks you can't, some things you just can't help, guys. Those are one of the things I can't help.
Now, it looks like Muffin's stringing them along right now. I'll try to give you the play-by-play till you get in here. Looks like we've got Muffin out front, more smoke running second. Looks like we got the 9 of Tech 9 running third. And then James Kamal actually just made a move to go into fourth. So we got about the first 6 or 7 cars single file right now. And we got them, a couple of them double file about 4 or 5 rows back there.
Oh, here we go. Oh, my God. What in the world? They're all on the wall again. Is there a wreck? Or is it just me?
No, I got them still going green.
What in the hell is going on?
I'm not sure. No.
Every time I'm joining, they're all like in the wall, like in reverse now.
No, I'm not sure. No, I'm watching a pass to the lead right now. More smoke just went to the inside, took the lead.
All right, let's restart the game. That's what I'm going to do here.
All right. I'll try to wing this for you right here while we get your technical difficulties done there. Muffin was actually able to get back down in line. He had about 5-6 cars underneath him, and he did one of them power moves to get back down into second there.
Yeah, that's very interesting. As we've gone now to straight FM radio coverage of D4C. Might as well get a little static noise, maybe a little cars driving by in the background, you know, sitting down I-95 or something like that.
How can you?
There you go, right down the Daytona. That's crazy. HD, these guys are actually, we've got like the top 15 are nose to tail.
He just recently retired.
I would love to get
we may
in
have
and
a
see
caution.
it. Right,
we may have a caution. I think we actually got a caution just came out.
All right, well, that's good.
Hell, I'll read off some.
Yeah, I don't know what in the world's going on.
As far as old goes,
2 times that's happened. Maybe it's Jesus telling me, "Hey, HD, maybe you shouldn't be streaming tonight."
Des Brown or playing anywhere. I got Larry Allen.
What's going on, guys? What's up, Style? Hot Wheels. What's going on? Race Club for Fun. 99. Currently trying to get into this race so I can broadcast it, but technical difficulties. Every time I join, the cars just stop on the track.
Ray Lewis
nothing happens after that. Oh, there we go. We're good. They're moving.
Oh, yeah. Looks like we got some pit strategy. 66 D4C Striker out front here. He's going to lead them down once they do this one pace lap. So curious to see what this is going to be like. We've got guys came in and had got the setups in, and other guys do not. Looks like maybe the top 5, I believe, stayed out. I think we got a more in 6th right now.
2 offensive players and 2 defensive players that are your team captains. And Ray Lewis happens to be the defensive
well, I think we're good because I see
one of them that you can get.
Yeah, we got one just went to the wall right there. I'm not sure what happened there. Nosed it into the wall, so that's definitely not good for whoever that was. Cause
I've got Brian.
He's probably got a lot of damage on that thing now, and they're getting ready to go green. So that's not the time you want to get some damage coming to a restart.
But starting
Yeah,
this
no
late
siree.
into
As you were
the
saying,
mud,
we got the 66 of D4C
Season
striker on the
everything.
inside, starting
not
off the
too well for
restart
you, but, like,
with the
starting right off the
51,
bat
a
for,
snag
Madden 20,
outside of him. I know I've
you
heard
know, you
Snag's name quite a bit
keep at
here in
the
the
same pace
social
with
media
everybody else
world,
and everything
as well as
like that.
Striker Man. And it's going to be, like you said, interesting to see the strategy pool because the stage racing, do you have a count on how many laps we have left
Something me and
in stage one?
Yeah,
Brandon's been
let
fucking
me get back over to
running
the stream
together.
here.
As we're underway here, D4C snag on the outside with a huge run. It's going to clear Striker before they even get into turn one. They're going to be
Madden
double
going.
file, 3 cars deep coming out of 2, and that number 2 turn here at Texas with that bump can be deadly as
You know what I'm
D4C snag is leading the field down into turn 3.
Yeah.
And there's the 78 of D4C Rowdy. It's going to be, hopefully I can get to saying his name, D4C Rowdy, and not call him PoopyPants. But he's currently working his way up through the pack on the outside, running about 5th place side by side, trying to get the run out of the corner. Just don't think it's going to be quite there. This is Texas is pretty much a dominant inside track. You know, single file, single groove. You can work the outside, but you need a lot of help as they've got 4 cars now on the outside.
And I just got your lap count. It looks like we're about 34 to go left here in stage 1.
Yeah.
34 laps to go here in stage number 1. Got a couple strategy calls. And we got a wreck here in the turn 1. 66 hard into the wall. 88's doing donuts. 15's collected. And there's the big one at Texas about 10 laps into this thing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just saw Tech 9 do like 4 barrel rolls in the air, so that cannot be good for his car. That 9 car is not going to be looking too good.
What are you trying to say?
No, this is not esports. This is just... this is D4C League Racing. One of the best top leagues out there on the Xbox.
And hopefully not get on
Nothing to do with
again.
esports at all. We got 33 cars on the track. And like you just said, that guy was flipping. Did he land on all 4? Like, should we give it a 10 out of 10 landing, or was it kind of sloppy?
I think we can give it to him. I'm pretty sure he landed it.
Yeah, that huge wreck collected a lot of good cars, and there's your pole sitter. Excuse me, the 60 of Muffin with front end damage as well. As we got a new race leader, that's going to be the 7, the Cosmic Storm, I do believe.
Bullshit.
It is, yes, that is Cosmic.
And you're going to be the only one.
Now, do you
Curious to
think?
see what these guys' cars are going to drive like now. See, I mean, there was a lot of front runners up there, just got a lot of damage. Now they're stuck mid-pack, and especially like Muffin. I mean, 33 car field, he's back in probably the 5th or 6th to last row, so he's Muffin way back in traffic right now.
This is a default racing league with pit adjustments, of course. But this is not custom setup league. It's straight default here in D4C for 3 series. I know they run a Saturday night custom league every now and then. But for the most part, everything I have on broadcast for D4C is going to be straight default setups with pit adjustments only. As we have the 7 Cosmic Storm with the 78 of D4C Rowdy on the outside of him, excuse me. Inside, it looks like we had the 5 with the 3 right behind him, and I do believe the 3 is Redneck Man?
Yes.
Oh, man, I'm starting to get good already. And let's go racing, boys, because we're green yet again. Cosmic Storm's going to get a big jump off the start, clearing by a mile into turn 1. Meanwhile, we got Poopy side by side. Battle for second place is underway. He's going to clear him, and he's going to slide right down in front of him. It's a really good driving move right there. Poopy, you don't want to get stuck on the outside, especially all by yourself. I expect these guys to get lined up and start reeling in this leader here in the next few laps.
Absolutely, and HD, looks like we got our first casualty of the day, blown motor for the 61 of Mets fan. I believe Mets has actually jumped into the booth here with us.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tough break. Very tough break.
Well, Mets fan, I know you were in there for at least a couple laps. Tell me how was the racing out there for the few laps before your tragic ending of the day with the blown engine? Hate to hear that.
Yeah, but
actually, I didn't even get to run a lap. I was removed before even running a lap.
Oh, so the car didn't start at all.
Yeah.
Tough break.
Nope.
Did you make sure you had gas in that thing?
Yeah, I hope so. Well, they're supposed to check it.
Yeah, I actually got another one too, the 20 of Lazy J. He's had some kind of problem too. He is out of the race also.
That's a tough break, but currently we do have a 3-car breakaway with the 7 of Cosmic, the 5 of Ace Dangerous.
We have a wreck in the back, big wreck in the back, about 5 or 6 cars in it. Muffin is once again involved.
Are they?
And also the 88 of James Kamal involved in it as well. And the 00, the points leader of Squad Hype.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tough break for them, especially those front runners, like you said, that got shuffled back due to pit strategy. You know, you don't want this car's getting banged up because the thing's never going to go back to 100%. And that's something I actually don't have experience with that you guys have experience with. Once you get damaged on your car, how much does it affect it?
I mean, it does affect it. Like this past weekend at Texas, we raced. If you got damage, you could possibly get it back to 99. But me personally, and I know a few other people were getting it. I mean, we were losing a tenth to 2/10 a lap once you got damaged. If you had to come and repair it, I mean, you definitely could not get it back to where you wanted it to be. So, I mean, it does affect it. I think it affects it more at these bigger tracks than it does, like, say, a Bristol or a Richmond or something like that. But at these bigger tracks, it absolutely does affect it.
All right, I got you there. As our top 3 is going to stay the same, we got Cosmic Storm, still your race leader. Ace Dangerous on the outside. Rowdy in 3rd place. On the outside of him is going to be the 55. Excuse me if I don't get his name right here because new series, new faces. It's going to be Serving Cone in that 55. Who had a really impressive night Sunday night in the Truck Series at Charlotte.
You ever been to the 600?
He's an up-and-coming driver in D4C, I think, and I expect to see him possibly in the Cup Series, maybe the next season or 2.
Yeah, he's going to the fucking interesting. All-Star Weekend.
Yes, sir, indeed. He showed his talent, and there's that 28 of Cheeseburger running that pizza car again. What is he doing?
I plan on going to the all.
He tried to look like a cheeseburger. He tried to make the paint scheme was supposed to be a cheeseburger, but I don't think it worked out like that.
Oh man, we're wrecking under caution.
So you guarantee you're going?
Oh yeah, as we were coming to the green there.
I don't.
Yeah, tough break.
Why not?
How many of these have we had so far? I just don't.
That's good.
I mean, this is the 3rd one.
If I make it,
if we get the caution here, unfortunately, this would be number 4. And that takes my pick of 5 way out of the equation. We're going to have a lot more than that.
Yeah,
Yeah, it might blow that out the water a little bit. Can we get a lap count now? I know you said we were about 30 laps away. We should be about, what, like 20, 21 laps before stage 1 is over?
See if I can get back to it. And actually, the caution did not come out right there. I think they actually all gathered it up, and they're just coming back around with another face lap.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Yeah, caution never did come out. So we got lucky on that one. Maybe not so lucky for the guys that got the damage. It's kind of like earlier, that one car that got hit there before coming to the restart. Now we got multiple cars that's got damage coming to the restart.
Yeah, and this thing. Go ahead.
I really wish this damage model would actually kill the car, so to speak.
No boss did handle the fact that he did get wrapped. Or he didn't make it to the next round.
Absolutely.
Yeah, with that.
22 HD. 22 with this restart.
I'm excited.
22 laps to go here in stage 1. Coming down the backstretch. Look at all of them follow out of turn 2. They're all nose to tail. 30 cars deep here. Cosby's going to go extremely high, and he's going to lose a ton of positions here. If he doesn't get down in line, it looks like he's not going to be able to. Oh, he squeezes in there. Right behind the 55. Or excuse me, the 1. New face up here, the 1. Followed by the 15 behind him.
He did better than,
looks like the 5 of Ace Dangerous is going to round out your top 5.
As we had the 28 of Cheeseburger, I think he was one of them that was maybe involved in that. He just came off pit road. He is now a lap down. We got the 22 also coming off the pit road. That would be Cole. So a couple of those guys that were back there had a little bit of that damage come to the restart. They decided to pit right there. So we'll see what happens. One of them is going to be racing for the lucky dog here if we don't get a caution coming into the stage.
Yes, sir. The good thing is they all should be good on fuel, you think, to finish stage 1 out.
Yeah, I would think they should be. Since all these cautions we've had, if they pitted like they should, we should be good to go to the end of the stage.
I mean, it wasn't constant.
We're hoping, and I think
mine
we
was
should
like-
be. Oh, we got a car hard into the wall, but he's going to collect it. He's going to save it up there, stay in the wall. It's good driving by whoever that was. Couldn't really get a number. It happened so fast.
And I kept fucking.
But
every
good
time
piece of
I-
work,
I do
not
it,
coming back down to
I
cause
do it, but
another
I-
caution.
One part, whether it be.
Yeah, I don't know if you can get a shot of this from the leader though, HD, but I'm looking at it because I'm mid-pack right now. All the way to the back of this field, they're almost completely single file now. We got a couple of guys that are making passive position, but for the most part, these guys have went single file from the front to the back of this field.
That's a good thing. It should create a little bit better racing. I know it's a little dicey with 30 cars too wide. You know, 15 rows deep off the starts. It's a little dicey, but we're single filed out. I think we should see the stage go green and under green.
Which I'm sure you might have done yours. If you have fucking little cards.
You're going to want to message D4C JR Horn because he's the easiest name for me to remember. He's probably tired of me telling people his name.
Yeah.
thing that I put,
Can't find him, you can also
my
look
camera.
him.
So that
Yeah,
I
see, you
can
got a bunch of numbers in your name. That's too hard.
But it didn't, like I was
Comment in the thread for the guys to
just
see.
had points that
But yeah, you're right though. People see JR Horn.
the points.
As we got a 4-car
Oh, yeah,
breakaway,
yeah.
we got the 78 of D4C Rowdy, the one of the Aviator, who's also a Cup driver, a young kid, very talented up here in second place. Behind him is going to be the 7 of Cosmic Storm. And then we got the 15 in the unspots. Wait, is it 15? Rowdy?
Well,
The 15 is Rowdy, the 78 the leader. That's a more smoke.
Oh, okay. Got you. I'm getting them all mixed up.
That's fine.
Did you hear him?
What's
Yeah, I
that?
did.
So I got the second
Yeah,
behind the leaders.
Yeah, go ahead.
Passion for their
The
sport
51
and
car.
for their driver. How many of
Gonna
them
have to help me
have
with the
been on TV? Let's be
car
honest.
driver situation.
Let's go.
That would be the 51.
Oh, big wreck in the back.
I got the 51 and the 55 in second, so
Caution was out.
All it takes to
Actually,
make it to the pro draft is because
No,
the driver
no.
wrecked.
Then the 88 of James Vermont
No.
coming in, rounding off the
But
next 5 cars.
they're going to want
The-
people that are passionate for
The 51 is
the job they're
snag.
doing everything else.
51 is snag.
That's the gamer tag. You want a message? I just put in chat. D4C JR Horn if you're interested in joining
Now, my
D4C.
spot, no,
He's a
I'm
good
not.
guy. He'll get you in
But
here.
I have a
More
decent
than
shot.
likely, you'll probably
Yeah,
start
dude.
out in the truck
Thought you
series. You know, once you get a feel for things. And then from there, you kind of work your way up to Xfinity. And from Xfinity, you get to those Cup cars. And that's when you really start running for money this season.
I tell you what, though, man, we are actually filled to the brim on full-time drivers on all 3 series right now. So what that means is if you do come in and you do find a way into a ride, you'll be put on what we call the waiting list. We do ask everybody on the waiting list to produce some practice, just in case. Race that race. Kind of like making
Just
qualifying.
put cyberbully with a headshot.
That would be on Xbox that you want to message him. As it looks like the front of the field pretty much is going to stay the same with the 78 of Amour smoke, not PoopyPants or Rowdy or whatever his name is now. And actually, I think he ended up hitting because he's no longer in the top 5. It looks like he's dropped all the way back outside the top 10.
Yeah, and one thing that I want to make note of here is if you look all the way at the back of the pack, next to last row, you're going to find your pole sitter muffin is all the way at the back of this field.
It's tough battling your way through everybody, especially if you keep getting caught up in wrecks and whatnot. You keep getting damaged. You're like, oh my God, this gained 10 positions. Now I gotta go way back and do it all over again. But I think
Absolutely.
before the day is over, the night is over, he'll be back up here without a doubt. Do you think they're gonna do a model? Yep, they're doing a modified. Which I
Muffin's pretty strict on the start. He likes long green flag runs, and we asked him to make it happen.
Yeah, I think that's a good call.
Yeah, these guys continue to be making these mistakes and everything.
We're doing solid.
It's a long line back.
It's a very long line back. The way the race is going so far, I think we actually might see a single file before it's all said and done. As the 78 of Amour smoke still out of front, he's got the Aviator right behind him, pushing him, saying, "Let's go, buddy. Let's leave these guys in the back. Let's stay out front. Let's stay clean." And that's pretty much what the front four has done so far. You know, the rest haven't been up front.
I grew up playing.
And actually, we just took 10 to go in stage 1.
Like 15 years to come out, so.
Yeah, 10 to go here at Texas. Let's go ahead and walk around a little bit to 00 to go bowling car.
15 years, huh?
I tell you what, been in 2 wrecks real quick. I'll just make a note. Been in 2 wrecks tonight already. James Kamal just made a move, went to 5th.
I was actually just
So
watching
he's
him
working
do
his way
that.
up.
As we have a car through the infield, he's going to be able to hold that thing together.
A fucking
Like
79.
you said, James Kamal looks like he's cheating a little bit because his tire is currently coming through his fender. What in the world?
Yeah, I think we were getting a lot of that in the race Thursday, too. I don't know what that is. It was weird.
Yeah, I think it's giving him extra speed or something. But he
lower downforce
should
package.
be able to catch that front pack. It looks like he's just in the draft, I would say. So we should see James Kamal be able to catch the front 4, as we're pretty much single filed out everywhere else.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's got a little bit of help from behind. He's got the 55 pushing him a little bit, so that's giving him a little bit extra push there to catch those front 4. So I think both these cars are going to catch them probably for the next lap or so.
Yeah, we're actually going to follow along with D4C Rowdy as he's going to work his way up to the front. He's going to pass the 8 on the inside with ease, come through turns 3 and 4. Currently still outside the top 10, running about 12th place, as we do have under 10 to go, but he's one of the drivers who really don't care about stage points because he's not a full-time Xfinity driver, right? Just kind of a fill-in?
Yeah. No, he's just looking for one of them trophies. That's all he's looking for.
Just wants a trophy. Everybody loves trophies, man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we got a pass for 3rd here.
If these guys settle down, minimize those mistakes, Texas is known for going back range. There's not a whole lot of car action.
What the hell?
To each other at this track. It's more so hitting the apron, coming up against the wall next to those type of mistakes that happen at Texas. Because there's a tremendous amount of grip, but there's only one real lane to racing. So that makes for single file racing, and that's where the apron and the wall rails is crucial at this track.
What's going on, Ingalls? Welcome to the stream. To answer the cheeseburger question, I don't think anybody's a lap down at all. I do believe everybody should be on the lead lap, correct?
Yeah, we had them 2 earlier. I can't remember if we've had 2 cautions since then or not. I know we've had 1, so at the worst we would have 1 car lap down. We're getting ready to come to the end of stage 1 anyway, so if there is one, they'll be back on the lead lap shortly.
Yeah, I believe the 22 is still let down, but I believe that's it.
As that front 4-pack breakaway is now turned into a 2-car breakaway with the Aviator pushing Amour smoke around the track with under 5 to go. I do believe it'd be interesting to see if he's going to try and race him for a stage win. I would, thinking about it. But we have
they've separated a little bit because of that 7 of Cosmic Storm there in 3rd. I think he's holding Snag and Kamal up a little bit. Snag's had a run on him a couple of times, but he just keeps shutting the door on him, and I think that's caused them front 2 to just pull away.
Tell you what, man, if you go on back to this 3rd pack back here, you see a bunch of pretty good racing. These guys are sometimes pretty wide down the back stretch. Get back here around the 3-car, 15.
3-car, 15, here's 3.
You guys are duking it out, trying to get us out of that top 10, I think.
Well, I think this would be, about top 10. I'm going to say about, 7th place? 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, something around that pack. Looks like the 3 of Redneck Man's got that pretty secured, though. That spot with the laps dwindling down here in stage 1. They're going to single file back out. And the 18's trying to get to his inside. He's got a pretty decent run there through turns 1 and 2. Followed by the 15 of Rowdy on the inside of the 18, making a power move down the backstretch, coming out of nowhere. Rowdy's, I thought he was about to make it 3 wide for a minute. I thought he was about to make that thing 3 wide.
Well, it's going to be interesting. Y'all got all them cars back there side by side. The 19 of Zachary Jason just got lapped. He has a ton of damage on the front of that car. The front 6 has got around him, and he is getting ready to fall into the clutches of that huge pack that you all are watching.
Oh, Rowdy coming around the outside of the 3. How about this one, power?
Yeah, I'm watching that right now. I was about to say that. It looks like those fresh tires are prevailing because he is still on the outside of the 3 of the Redneck Man. As they're catching that lap traffic, that might hold them up, and there's going to be a wreck down the front stretch to 7 to Cosmic Storm.
Oh, they made it through. How about that?
Yeah, the Cosmic Storm, and it involved James Kamal. He got a piece of it also.
I think the stage is over. That's what happened.
Stage is over.
That's
Yeah.
Guys,
I'll take a recording here eventually, and I can show you what.
Good lord.
It's like
that was a pretty good race they had going in there, though. About 2 laps before you jumped on HD, them guys were really duking it out. There's probably about 6 or 7 of them just bumper to bumper.
And what I mean by the others, I mean there's like 9 other games.
Yeah, you can't beat that, man. I love it. That's the end of stage 1. Chalk it up as a win, I do believe, for Amour Smoke, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, we got Amour Smoke, the Aviator, Snag, Kamal, Serving Cone, Redneck Man, Rowdy, Fort Smitty, Doom Man, and Heated Snowman was your top 10.
So, did that wreck happen before the start finish line? Because wasn't Cosmic Storm up there?
Yeah, he was. I'm guessing that when the game took control of the AI, I guess it took him spinning. So that's happened to me before. So
I gotta give a solid shout out to Amour Smoke, man. I don't know if there's anybody in the game right now who reset slider 50% races that are any better. He's on fire every week, every series that he goes into. He's just fantastic.
playing.
Put him on the sprint style races. You know, he probably has some solid competition. But you allow him to put a setup in and gather his car up and everything. He's tough.
What's up, Deeds? And I just want to follow up on Amour Smoke. He really is. Almost every week I'm hosting these races. I'm broadcasting these races, and Amour Smoke's your top 3 almost every single race. It's pretty amazing, the dominance. He's kind of like the Kyle Busch of the league right now, going down to these lower series and bullying them around a little bit.
Absolutely.
What it takes to be a top Cup Series driver in D4C right now, that's for sure. Setting an example.
And real quick, before we go green, I'll let you know, we were wondering about the fuel to start this race. They estimated about 28 laps of fuel, and there's 42 laps in stage number 2. So let me get them 2 numbers out to you real quick.
See that mess up by Marshmallow HD?
Yeah, I did see that. He's going to lose 2 positions and drop back to 3rd place. I know he's nice and fast out in front in the clean air. Now it's time to see what he can do with the dirty air, as the 88 of Kamal is going to move up to 2nd place right behind the 1 of Aviator. These guys are going to fan out single file, about 7 cars deep. From there on back, that's where the battling is so far.
Yeah, and I can't believe I forgot to mention the Aviator earlier in the pre-race there. We was talking about Amour and Kamal, and I totally forgot to mention the Aviator. I mean, he's definitely going to be one that's going to be in front of this pack the entire race. He shows in the Cup Series every week. I mean, he's bad fast too every week.
Well, the top 3 cars right now are actually Cup drivers.
Yeah, and Rowdy's coming too. We're back to about 6 right now, 7.
Let's go ahead and follow along with Rowdy. And number 15, Flex Shot. What is a Flex Shot? I've heard of Flex Seal. What is a Flex Shot?
Got this new spray can.
Oh, is that what the spray can's Flex Shot?
Got some in there in the garage, man.
Man,
shout out Flex Seal.
Yeah, shout out Flex Seal.
See if you need to, man. Yeah.
If I cut a hole in my boat, I'll make sure to fill it with Flex Seal, because apparently you can do that.
Yep, we got a pass for second up front. Sorry there, didn't mean to interrupt you.
You're good.
Yeah, more smoke just got underneath Kamal there.
Yeah, you good, man. We're just currently following with PoopyPants. Oh, God dang, Rowdy. Excuse me, D4C Rowdy. As he's moved up to about 6th or 7th place down the back stretch. They're all going to single file, but I know Poopy and how Rowdy and how aggressive he is. He's going to try and get under this 55, but I'm never going to get that right.
And I was getting ready to tell you we had a battle for the lead, but it wasn't much of a battle. Amour Smoke just did a power move around Aviator and took the top spot back.
Well, that answers that question on how his car does in dirty air. I think it does great.
Guys.
Yep, and there's Redneck Man making a move underneath Kamal for that 3rd spot. Got Snag right behind him.
The first Xfinity regular in the race, trying to make his name known.
Redneck Man last week at Auto Club really surprised me. I had no clue who this guy was. He was up front battling with Amour and them. I was like, man, who is this guy?
Redneck's got a lot of speed, man. He's definitely a top tier Xfinity driver.
Yeah, he's going to get shuffled to the outside, though.
Oh, 3.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like Snag's got a really good setup underneath him right now.
Yeah,
Snags, he wants a little piece of this 3rd place action.
Actually, Redneck Man's going to hold pretty strong to be able to slide back down in line. I thought he made a huge mistake by getting to the outside. I thought he was going to get shuffled to the back of this 10-car pack right now. And I thought Aviator was going to make a move, and I think he decided to back out of it.
That could be that outside groove you were talking about pre-race 2, HD. You're just wondering if that upper groove will start working in 3 and 4, and Redneck proved early. You know, he can make it work. He was able to hold off there.
Action going on back here. Top 10 car.
They're wrecking. It looked like they were wrecking.
Gathering his stuff.
They might have saved it.
Got into the 60, sent the 60 up into the wall.
They wrecking?
Get a caution.
No caution yet.
They're wrecking, though. I haven't seen no caution yet.
No caution.
Poor Muffin. He has had a rough race so far. He had the pole, and it just went downhill since then.
Man, I seen that crazy racing happen behind the lead pack. I went back here and checked it out right on time. Got to catch that happening live.
So with you guys being drivers in D4C, me and D's talked about this quite often, about, hey, do you just try and link up right now, separate yourselves from the rest of the pack, or are you trying to work your way through the pack as D4C Rowdy's currently deciding to work his way through the pack, and he's going to move all the way up to 5th place. But what is your standpoints as drivers in this series?
Well, me personally, man, if I'm in the top 5 and I can ride behind somebody and start moving away, I'll do so. But if I'm not gaining on the guy behind me, I'm going to go ahead and just start working my way through, try to see if I can get the lead and start making headway that way. But yeah, that's basically it, really, man. If you're making ground, I'm staying in line. If I'm not making ground,
Yeah, absolutely. I feel the same way. You know, if you've got a lot of guys lined up and you're making time, you know, with the guys in front of you, or if you're out front and you're making time leaving the guys behind you, I just think it makes sense, especially early in the race. I mean, you can't win it on the first lap, you can't win it on the 30th lap. So, I mean, if you're out front, there's no sense in not, you know, just taking it easy there for a while.
Yeah, and I know we just had a position change in the top 3. That's D4C Snag in the 51. Pulling a little power move through turns 3 and 4 on the 88 of James Kamal. He's going to bump him back to 4th. Our Xfinity driver is trying to get under the Aviator now. He's saying, hey, you guys had enough shots at Amour, and let me get my chance.
Snag's a proven racer too, man. He's going into the showcase races in esports event Pro League, and he's gonna flex his muscles there for sure. So, even though he's in the Xfinity series and not in Cup and D4C, he's going to be. That's not by choice on him, by the way. He'd rather run the lower series. So this is he's no slouch. He can get up there and get that lead and get her done.
Yeah, and the 88 of Kamal, I think, is like, hey, I don't want to be on his outside. I don't want to risk a caution. We got a pretty decent leader on the rest of the field. Let me just file to the back. Maybe save a little fuel. What was the laps in stage 2? Do you think these guys can stretch it?
No. They're roughly about 28 laps of fuel, and there was 42 laps in stage 2. So there's absolutely no way they can stretch it. I mean, they're gonna have to at least make one pit stop in this stage. You know, granted, if there's a caution come out, but if it goes green, for sure, a pit stop.
So do you think you try an early pit strategy, maybe come down, get the fresher tires sooner to try and pick up time? Or are you staying out to the last drop?
If you would have asked me in stage 1, I'd have said no. I'm going to stay out because there's probably going to be another caution. Right now, they've stretched it out here a little bit. They've got single file, so I mean that possibly would open the window up for that, you know, that strategy, because these guys seem to be having it under control right now. So I mean, pitting early could be a possibility.
As the one car is going to get shuffled out, that's the Aviator. He's going to move his way to the back of the pack. And it looks like D4C Snag has moved his way up to 2nd place. We got D4C Rowdy up to 3rd, followed by Redneck Man. And there's a new face starting to creep up, and that's 0-1. That's going to be the 0-1 of Heated Snowman, who is also a Cup driver, I do believe.
He is.
Yeah, he is.
An Xfinity regular, though. He's not getting scored points, just to make it more interesting for the regular, you know, the guys who's doing this league and everything. He's running Xfinity to help manage the Xfinity force, but definitely look out for Heated this year.
So let's go ahead and just pan around the rest of the cars as we got the 5 of Ace Dangerous leading this little pack. We got the 28 of Cheeseburger, and he's got the right kind of car this week. I know I was making fun of him a little bit, saying, man, he's running a pizza car. His name's Cheeseburger. His car does look like a nice little cheeseburger. Got ketchup stripes, a little lettuce, maybe a little tomato. but this is where it's kind of challenging to tell what these guys are currently running, but they're running pretty much single file. We got the 7, the Cosmic Storm. In front of him's the 18. See if we can get a little racing going on. Rio, we got the 19 going below the 4. Through turn 4, he's going to clear him with ease down the front stretch. The 4 is going to fall back on the line behind him, as we do have 33 cars on the track tonight. That's a lot of cars, man.
Oh, it absolutely is.
I tell you what, HD, we got a lap car coming up on these leaders. Looks like that's Striker. Had a little shuffle up in the trim.
Yeah, see if I can shuffle around. I know Striker was actually up in front a little bit early on. Looks like he's got heavy right damage on the car. Looks like he might have hit the wall at it too. I know that bump does that. Gets you a little tight if you hit it wrong. And this is going to shoot you up into the wall, but the front pack makes pretty easy work. That's good driving by Striker. Shout out Striker for going high. Like, hey, I know I'm like 10 miles an hour slower. Let me just get out your way, not even fight and cause a caution or something like that. So shout out Striker for that strategy.
Yeah, you gotta get out of the way pretty easy, and all the guys go by through them too. No issues at all in that. Ends up driving by him.
Let's actually take a look at Striker's damage. As you can see, it's honestly not too bad. It's kind of bent in. It kind of looks like the new Toyota Supra a little bit, that front end, to point it like that. I think he might be cheating. He's got the 2019 DLC already downloaded. Hey, at least he's got the crash claims car, right?
I tell you what, if we don't get a caution, I've been panning around also, and going into turn 3 right now is the Pulsar of Muffin. A lot of damage. He is way off the pace, so he's only just I think they're in the same turn now that's the leader, so it won't be too much longer if we don't get a caution. We'll see our Pulsar get lapped.
Yeah, I'm actually looking at him right now. I actually do not know. I would assume it's in turns 3 and 4, right? You would assume?
If it was me,
I think it is. Yep, I think it is, because there's cars down on the apron right now coming down pit road. So we are under the green flag. Pit stops as the 00 and the Go Bowlings get a name to a face. That's actually your points leader, Squad Hype, coming down, trying to pull a little strategy, get the fresher tires sooner, get out there, turn those quick times to make up time before stage 2 ends to try and pick up some stage points. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and if we go green the rest of the way in this stage, they are well within their window. I went back to the stream real quick, get you a lap counter. About 20 to go. There's 20 to go left in the stage. So,
as I'm trying to cycle around to the 78. There we go. I'm going to kind of keep my eyes on the points, or not the points, or at least the leaders of the race at the moment, so we know when they go in and what possibly they stand when they come out, because that's when it gets tricky on calling the race position-wise, because you have no clue what's going on.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you real quick, I just saw a smart move happen. I was just telling you Muffin was about to go a lap down. He just went to pit road to make his stop, so if this thing stays green, he's going to get that damage repaired. He's going to have fresh tires for a few laps. That may keep him on the lead lap.
Yeah, there's that D4C driver saying, Amour, I'm tired of seeing you lead this race. Amour, excuse me, snag at the line that time. First lap's led tonight in the 51 car. Amour gets shuffled out. And actually, maybe Amour let him do that, do you think? Because he's getting ready to go to pit soon. He doesn't want to. He's going to slide down in second place. I don't really think he meant to do it. As we got the 1 of Aviator. And here comes some of the front runners as the 15 of Rowdy's coming down, followed by, couldn't really... Redneck, man. Yeah, I got another one. Amour at the line this time. They're switching. They're battling back and forth with these old, worn tires. We got the Aviator currently sitting second. He should be able to get by a snag. It looks like the 88 of Kamal is just cruising. He doesn't really want to push the issue just yet. Trying to save the tires a little bit.
No, there comes the Aviator on pit road.
I think that's a good call, getting these fresh tires right now, because I do believe we're going to cycle through this green flag pit stops. And, you know, like Rowdy and Redman, who is coming out pits right now, they just went a lap down. I actually think that was the 4. I don't think that was Rowdy and Redman. But this fresh tires, I mean, they're going to be a big factor. They're going to be a big difference maker in the end of stage 2. I don't know if Amour is going to continue to stay the leader.
No, I think they should pick up at least a half second, if not a quarter or 3/4 of a second a lap with them fresher tires.
Especially if you had a draft, that's the only thing that might be saving him more, as he's actually kind of separated himself with the 28 car in between them. He's also got a little damage, but he has those fresh tires, and you can see what the fresh tires do, because the 28 is all over the bumper of Amour on the inside. Hope he's not planning on pitting this time, because it's not happening.
No, he's not. Looks like the 88's coming on pit road though.
Yes, the 88 of Kamal, so we only have, what, 2 cars still out? I would assume on the run, that's going to be the 78 of Amour and the 51 of D4C Snag. All the other front runners have come down. They've completed their pit stops. Hopefully no speeding penalties. Hopefully no loose lug nuts.
Nah, we do have one. I'm going to tell you right now. The Aviator's coming off of turn 4 right now, and I've been panning through the field. I watched him come off pit road. The 15 of Rowdy, a.k.a. PoopyPants, is just now going into turn 3. He had to have had a speeding penalty because that's a ton of ground loss. That's almost a half a track.
Yeah, that is.
Strategy about Amour, man. I know there's person for sure. He's got to play, but at the same time, fairly caution-ridden race so far. And if he can get a caution, he's going to have a lot of caution.
Oh, that too, and also he's not really necessarily racing, as he's actually coming down pit road right now. But he's not racing for anything. You know, he's not racing for points. And there goes Rowdy, right by Amour, so he's back on the lead lap. I would assume, unless that was 4. But like I was saying, he's not. He's racing for trophies, like Knights was saying earlier. He just wants a nice Texas trophy to add to his collection, as he won Sunday night in the Truck Series.
You know, if he wins tonight, he's my number 1 pick to win on Thursday. Amour is, in my eyes, the king of Bristol. He knows how to get around there. He kills it. If he wins tonight, he might be the first D4C driver to sweep the weekend of the season.
It could. Very, very happy. We're going to follow with him down his pit stops, make little pit noises. Burp, 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 burp. He's already out. I think he might have just took 2 tires, honestly, because that was very fast.
Yeah, he probably did, because I'm watching the Aviator and Kamal right now. They came down sooner. They just passed Snag. They probably got about 20 to 25 car lengths on Snag, where he pitted a lap or 2 after them. And they're going into turn 1 right now.
Yeah, we got Amour now down the backstretch, still getting up to speed though. He's got a couple cars behind him they're going to have to check up. There's the 11 on the outside, and if he did take 2 tires, it might be a little interesting to see what happens on this longer run with those left sides worn out so much. A little information for him in this run, I can tell you that, if he'll do it later.
Yeah, because you've got Aviator and Kamal. I mean, they're nose to tail right now. I don't think they're going to be doing too much racing, so they're going to be drafting with each other, gaining a little bit of speed here. So we'll see if they can catch Amour right here toward the end of this second stage.
Yeah, we're actually going to be following along with these guys as they got a 3rd car behind them. Not really too sure if that's for position or if he's a lap down.
That's D-Man. They just passed him. I'm pretty sure he's a lap down.
Gotcha.
Now, 4th place would be Snag. He's the car behind D-Man. Probably, like I said, about 20, 25 car lengths behind D-Man right now. He would be your 4th place runner.
So these guys are coming into turn 1. Amour is coming just down the backstretch, so they got about a straightaway to make up. If they get hooked up, how many laps do we have? About 18, 15 laps, I would say.
Let me see if I can get that for you real quick. Just come back to the screen here. And we've got some guys staying out right now, because I'm looking at Snag right now from Cosmic.
That's pretty good.
And Snag's in 6th. D-Man actually is in 5th. That was for position. He must have been coming off pit road. So that would put Kamal in 4th, Aviator in 3rd, which would put Amour in 2nd. So we have somebody that's not pitted yet.
Yeah, playing a little strategy, man, trying to trap those guys a lap down.
And I'm not sure who that will be. We just took 9 to go in stage 2.
I would say D4C JR Horn, he's notorious for staying out, fuel runs and managing fuel, but he's not in the race tonight, so. But these guys are catching who will be the race leader, as he's still in turn 2 and they just got in turn 1. They're halfway through, so they're going to get there before this race is over, or at least the stage is over, excuse me. The only matter is, can they pass him?
Did he just send me back? I just got a notification where he just got online.
Let's see here. Nope. No, he's running. I just went to his car.
That's weird.
Oh, I finished that bad time.
He's just messing with you.
Or and you got 3. Because they are way behind.
More of us took no tires and it's not there.
I think he just took rights.
He's right.
I think he might have just took rights.
Yeah, he would have had to took at least 1 can of fuel.
Yeah.
So I'd say he took 2 tires.
Who are y'all?
How do you feel about your race?
Well, it will be a more.
Yeah,
Whoever pits.
I'm not sure.
Coming
Yeah,
up?
I was on Cosmics there, and I was running down from where he was at up, and it left somebody out there. I'm not sure. And I can't even imagine who it would have been because there was such a, like I said, 28. I mean, they might have got 30 laps on the run. But, I mean, we were looking at like, what, we got 7 to go now, so whoever it was had to have
It's
pitted.
just one of those tracks that I just accept whatever the
Let me
heck
see if I can get that right now
now
for you.
Yeah,
Go
like
back
I
to the
was trying
screen.
to do good.
See if the
But if I do good,
leaders
then
are
that's
back.
awesome. But if I do bad, I can't get mad because I expect them to do
Oh,
bad.
excuse me. These guys aren't even close to him. Moore is like,
This track.
yeah, Moore is coming out of turn 2 right now. I saw a different black car in front of them guys. I thought they were about to catch him.
Nothing but the worst.
Not the case at all. It looks like Moore's gonna go ahead and win stage 2. Did he win stage 1? I think he did, right?
Yeah, you want to say?
Yeah, and Amour is the leader now.
He's got a lot of lap traffic in front of him. I really don't expect him to try and navigate these guys too fast because he has a huge lead with so little laps left. Honestly, what I think might be helping him is that 18 car, 19 cars behind him, pushing him a little bit, pushing him along so those back guys can't catch him.
How many laps we got to go on stage here?
We have 4 to go.
Yeah, he's got it without a doubt. He just crossed the line, so it should be, what, 3 to go this time?
3 to go, yeah. And I can tell you right now, your top 5 is Amour Smoke, Aviator, James Kamal, Redneck Man, and the Cosmic Storm. Although Redneck Man just went really high into the wall coming off of turn 4.
Oh, probably
So he's going to lose a couple of spots there.
Follow along with Kamal and the Aviator, maybe get a little race action for second place. He's got a little distance, though. He might be trying to work up a run, possibly. Be able to get to the inside out of turn 2. I would expect.
I'm going to work that morning.
Like 36 kind of early.
And I'm just going to strike there if you want to. You just come to my house. I'm like 40 minutes away from him.
Exactly.
So you just said it'd be easier to come and leave his truck here. I'm like, well, it really don't bother me to swing by his place. That's on my road, but
Man,
I guess he just rather just come up here.
Stage, I'd rather be starting third than restart. Second.
Yeah.
So the striker's already
Yeah,
up
you
here,
don't
so
want
it's
that.
gonna pack up my car,
Although
so
it's
second
the
is one
modified race,
minute.
so I don't think that's gonna.
I predict this being at about 7 a.m.
I see what you're saying. Maybe second place.
You should be able to.
But we're not able to get to the house until Friday at 3, right?
Yeah, we went stage 2 completely green.
I thought Brandon said
Yeah,
something
definitely a lot of good
about
racing. That's a 99's
so
got heavy damage. He's going. He's already a
we
lap
got a car
down.
right there. We got a car. I don't know if he's out of gas or
I
what.
think stage
No, there's
is
a
over.
caution. That's the end of the stage. Yeah.
Yeah, stage is over. So there's a more smoke back-to-back stage winner. The only thing is, can he close it out? Yeah, he's.
If I can't get
I think he's got what, a 1 to 2 odds favorite, maybe 100% odds favorite. Man, it's cooking right now.
You're gonna be there long before us. Like, we won't be there till Friday after.
All right, let's see if I. Let me see if I can get your top 10 here. So we've got More Smoke, Aviator, James Kamal, the Cosmic Storm, Snag, FOURSPEED, Dooman, Squad Hop, getting some more stage points there. He is Snowman and Ace Dangerous will round out your top 10.
Then I'll get there at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
I think he's got currently what, a 22-point lead on second place. Stream scrolling.
Yeah, you can expect Cosmic to lose the end.
You must be not too far north of me, then. How far are you from Baton?
Just
Homestead.
maybe an hour.
What, like east of it?
As looking at our points leader to 60, a Muffin still outside the top 15, it looks like. As I think we only have, what, 2 DNS in the race, 2 blown engines, someone didn't put gas in the car. I think early on is what I heard.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm right above South Bend. Like, right where
Yes, sir, indeed. As we're going to follow on
so
with more
your
smoke, it
hometown
looks
pretty
like
close
the
to
positions
Knoxville.
are going to stay pretty much the
I
same.
live in
More
Knoxville.
Smoke's your race leader. On the outside of him is going to be the Aviator. Third place is going to be Kamal. On the outside of Kamal is going to be Cosmic Storm, actually, in fourth place. That's a good bounce back from him. We saw him spinning around earlier on in the race. 51
Right.
of D4C Snags is going to be
Yeah,
your
that's the way I
fifth
take
place
it.
car.
That could
On the outside of
that
Snags is
would
going to
take
be,
me
I
about
do believe it looks
14
like
hours,
the
depending upon traffic and how
42.
many times you want to stop. It takes me about
New face,
9 or 10
42 of Fort Smitty up in the
10.
top 6.
Yep. And when we restart right
Yeah,
here,
we left,
HD, we will have 106 laps to the finish.
So 106
Wanna say
laps,
I
you're
left
looking at what,
here
like
at
4 pit
11.
stops if we go green.
I met up with
You pretty
Brandon
much
at
stretch them
like-
out to the max, so I really don't expect to see any strategy.
Like I was looking at Brandon at 1:30.
Got a gap between first and second. So shoot,
Yeah, we're all good. Single filed out, 5 cars deep. Rounded out by Fort Smitty in 6th place. Got a little gap between 6th and 7th place, about 4 car lengths, but I expect them to close it in fast
Oh yeah.
with this draft.
Yeah,
At Texas.
I'll tell you what, that may have been the fastest
You
I've
should
ever
have
seen the entire field go single file. If you look back through the field, they're all single file already within one lap.
I can't even see the last car.
Yeah, every one of them
Hold on.
single file.
Let me see him follow out at turn 2, see if we can get a glimpse of the last car coming out of turn 2 as
I guess we should
Amour's going to be heading to the turn 3. Look at this. This is crazy.
Yeah, I've never seen a field this big go single file like that.
I think we saw the last car. Yeah, they're taking up the whole backstretch without doubt. Whole backstretch, single filed here at Texas Motor Speedway in D4C Xfinity Racing League. Guys, if you like this, make sure to check out Thursday night as the Cup drivers, the cream of the crop, the top of the top, takes on Bristol, baby. And after that, we got Sunday Night Trucks. Also, give a quick shout out to the sponsor of the D4C Cup Series League, mycolorstreetnails.com/starshine nails. Gentlemen, Valentine's Day is right around the corner. Now, if you don't get anything for your old lady, your girlfriend, your neighbor, or whoever, you might be sleeping in the dog bed. Well, if you don't got anything yet, make sure to hit the mycolorstreetnails.com/starshine nails. Get her some nails. I guarantee you she won't be disappointed. And I guarantee you the only thing that might be disappointed is your wallet, because she's going to ask you to buy them again. And she's going to love them. Make sure to check that out.
We got a buy 2, get 1 for each special going on right now too. So be sure to tune in. Go get you some nails, get your lady, your wife, your mom, your sister, anybody. Heck, your brother.
They just said it.
We don't care, man. Money is money. $20 is $20, right?
That's right.
Don't walk him down there.
As it looks like these guys are pretty much all single filed out still. Let's take a little bounce around, see what we can get going on. Looks like we got a battle for about 7th place as Ace Dangerous is going to get pushed out high into turn 3. I can't really... See, I wish I could like select cars and not switch through, because it makes it very difficult. Here we go. It makes it very difficult to kind of line things up, as the heated Snowman is going to make that pass for about 8th place, and Ace Dangerous is going to lose a ton of positions.
Well, we just had to move up front. Snag just got into the rear of the 88 of Kamal and sent him up the hill through 1 and 2. He said, I got to have that spot. I got to go now.
Yeah, we're actually going to ride along the hood cam of the 88 of Kamal, looking at the rear of D4C Snag in the top 3. Still the top 2 is going to be Amour Smoke, followed by the Aviator. Looks like behind Snag is still going to be Fort Smitty. I don't have eyes on the D4C Rowdy. I wonder where he fell to. Let's see if we can find him.
D4C Rowdy is back in 19th.
Yeah, I'm looking at him right now. Yeah, I'm watching him right now.
If he's in 19th, he must be a lap down, because he's about 12th on the track.
Nah, I'd say this is about 19th. I'm looking at him right now. He got that pack at 8. And he's got about 8 cars in front of him.
Okay, I didn't see the front pack in front of him. That's how far we're stretched out. I didn't see the front pack up there.
Yeah, he might be on the lead lap still. Yeah, they're so far stretched out. The 11's going to get into the wall at turn 2, hit that bump. He's going to lose a ton of positions coming down into turn 3. Lost 4 spots.
And that Maddie driving that lane or somebody else driving?
Yeah, that's never track in the 11. Yes, sir.
No, it shouldn't be. Natty Dread's right here in front of Muffin and only 3 tenths further. I'm still running.
From this thing I got 11 Natty Dread.
Oh, well, I'm going off Muffin's stream. Muffin's right here racing Natty Dread. There must be 2 11s, and I do see him in the 11. But Natty Dread is still running.
As we got a move for almost second place, I thought we were about to have. Oh, no. I thought we were going to have one. I thought Snag got up under the Aviator or to the outside. Just couldn't make it work. Still single file up top 7.
I'm telling you, that 51's got a setup underneath that car. That car is strong tonight. I mean, that is Cup drivers he's making moves on like that. That car is stout tonight.
Forget who you talking about there, Knight. That's Snag, man. There's Snag. He ain't no slouch. Daytona winner this year already lumped up the chase. All he needs to do is just get wins. He ain't worried about nothing else. They are checked out on the field, though.
Ooh, I thought Aviator was going to try and make a move to the outside. I think Amour might be protecting that inside line. Look how smooth, look how low Amour is through that corner. I mean, he's almost practically painting that white line. It's where exactly you want to be.
Yeah, and I think that shows you how good of a driver Amour is. I mean, I'm sure he's looking at the mirror a lot, driving, and the fact that he can still run that smooth with that kind of pressure behind him, that just shows how good of a driver he really is.
Yes, sir. We got a battle for second place as D4C Snag's going to get on the inside of the Aviator. Looked like he messed up his entry into turn 1, washed up the track. That gave Snag plenty of room to get to his inside. And Aviator's going to lose a couple spots. Probably ended up behind Kamal. Kamal can close up the gap between Snag. But Aviator's holding strong, man. He's still side by side through turns 1 and 2.
Yeah, it looks like Moore was trying to work with him a little bit, trying to give him some draft straights through the front stretch and everything. It looked like Moore driving a little bit higher.
I think Amour loves seeing them boys race behind him, because that means they're not racing him.
There we go, D4C Snag up to second.
Yeah, it'd be interesting what he's got for the leader. As Aviator looks like he's been pretty content following, not really making moves. I like that strategy. Honestly, that's the kind of driver I am early on in races.
I'll tell you what, you guys might be watching the front row. That 62 just had a heck of a save mowing the yard right there through the dog leg.
Yeah, let's go ahead and shuffle through the field, see what else we got going on. Following with the heated Snowman in the 01, running about just outside the top 10, maybe just inside the top 10. Who knows? But they're pretty much all single filed out in this pack. Still scrolling through, get a couple camera shots, maybe do a little crank it up action. Maybe that might be copyrighted, but hey. Oh, we got a good little racing looks like going on here. Between the 21 and the 2 of Augustus and D4C String. Oh, the 21 washes up the track.
Oh, yeah, no joke.
Oh, there's contact that might bring out a caution. Maybe not. Oh, yep, that's going to bring out a caution.
I was about to say, that was about 14th through 22nd right there going crazy.
Yep, caution is out. 5th caution today here in the D4C Xfinity series. I tell you what, Knights, I know we were talking about we started off horrible, but the boys got it together. We're racing pretty good now.
They did, and I'm hoping they don't have no more for the rest of this race. That'll make that pick of 5 more impressive with a 33 car field.
Well, I tell you what, I think we both wrote that off early on.
We did, but these guys got it. I mean, they got it going right. I mean, this is the kind of race that I thought we could see tonight. They had a little bit of trouble there at the beginning, but once these guys figured it out, or once these guys went to that modified restart there, that's what it was. And they was able to get it strung out, and we'll be able to see some good racing since then.
Yeah, they're definitely showing them Cup Series drivers how you do it at Texas.
Yeah, that race was a little, we don't want to talk about that race. It was a little bigger.
And
it never happened.
And I was actually correct on that earlier, guys. The free pass, I'm pretty sure, is D4C Rowdy. Was back in 24th position. Just saw it on the stream.
Wow.
So he had to have had earlier on them green flag pit stops. That had to have been a black flag he got that got him trapped so far behind.
We definitely can't count him out now. Now that he's back on the
Yeah, because I just panned through. He's all the way in the back. So, yeah, he did get the free pass starting at the rear of the field here. So, it's going to be interesting. I may stay on this 15 car on this restart for you guys.
Honestly,
I'm gonna be interested
I think
to see how this goes.
I'm gonna watch them actually. I like your strategy. I'm gonna pull along with the 15 here off this restart. I know we've seen him go from about mid-pack to the front numerous times this race so far, but can he do it from all the way in the back of the pack is the question at stake. Yeah, he's not exactly in the back, but there's a lot of cars in front of him. As it looks like someone just DNF'd the blown engine on the track, didn't really get a number, disappeared like Houdini.
We'll see if I get us a lap counter here. My stream went down, so I have to pull it back up.
All right, well, D4C Rowdy's already plus one position. Only about 28 more to go. But hey, he'll get there as he's going to pick up another one on the inside of 40. He's already passed two cars, not even through lap one yet.
Well, I was going to say, HD, you did his interview in Victory Lane at Martinsville, and he told you he hit every car in the field, and that was in a cup race, so I can fully expect him to do the same thing here.
We know he's got a fast car, too, so...
Well, D4C Rowdy has plenty of time. Muffin just passed the line with 85 to go. He has the time.
Yep, I was getting ready to let you know that. I'll actually let you do the lap counter there, Silent.
There he goes. Get by the 16. That's 3 spots. And 8.
Oh!
Oh!
We didn't see that.
There's no give. There's no give with that guy. Oh, boy. If he wants to go, he's going to go.
We didn't see that. We might just pan off him for a minute.
Yeah, well, back up front, the 51 snag is the 51 snag's falling back to 4th there, so he's lost a couple of spots here.
By the sound of it, I missed it, but it sounds like good old D4C Rowdy says, "Who needs friends?"
Yeah.
Oh, shot in the gap and close.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
indeed.
we all knew these cars had 4 tires on them, but he had to go in that corner, and he used Tar Heel's other 4 tires to go through that corner.
Hey, 8 tires turn better than 4 is what I heard.
That's right.
Tar Heel begs to differ.
That's good stuff. But yeah, falling back up on the leader, still got a more smoke. I think he's led pretty much every single lap of this race so far. Aviator still sits second. He's probably up there in laps in second place. Behind him,
yeah, these front 4 have been up here pretty much the whole race, except for the few incidents Kamal's had, but he's fought his way back up. But I think these 4 have definitely been the class of the field, and then probably want to throw that 15 in there with them, probably.
Definitely.
Shout out to Sweeterfeeds hanging around top 5 up there. He's been lurking pretty much the whole race.
That's a good run from Ford.
I'm telling you, man, I pick FOURSPEED every week, and I'm going to keep picking him until he wins.
We had a few little connection issues over the last couple of weeks. He went out and made some improvements on that, and here he is running top 5. Must not be lagging, or else he's been having to pull over out of the way. So looks like he's got his connection thing figured out. Maybe he can come in here and contend for these wins now.
Yes, sir, indeed. Looks like all 33 cars on the track are all single filed up.
Wrecked out of 4. Muffin in the pit road.
Man, that might not be on a caution.
No, it looks like he just kind of took himself out.
That's a tough break for the Muffin because he was your pole sitter out front early on. Got in trouble, got in more trouble, and looks like his trouble is continuing.
He had a couple issues in the Cup Series race too.
Yeah, FOURSPEED's actually going to lose a few positions here. You said he was his top 5. Looks like he's going to drop back totally about. Oh, he snuck it in there. It's good driving out of him. Oh, no, he didn't. I'm seeing stuff. HD, check your eyes.
I think he might have had the hole there, but then the guy behind him opened it up a little bit more.
I'll tell you what, before that incident with Muffin, though, a guy who I haven't seen in a while, but Brandon knows of, is that D4C String. He took a little bit of a break retirement, top 15 for a guy who's been away for a while.
Who is it?
String.
Oh, yeah. He's always been strong, man. He's going to come here and contend for wins every day.
Yeah, quick note on the racer, guys. I heard you, HD, saying somebody you saw somebody lag there, maybe went out of the race earlier. We've actually got the 36 of Henny, the 0 of Chevy Man, and the 66 of Striker, who are all out of the race at the moment.
If I'm not mistaken, I do believe they're all in the top 10s in the points as well. That's a tough break for all of them if that's true. You know, blowing engines, blowing gaskets. It's tough. Someone didn't put gas in one car. It's horrible. Horrible stuff.
We just had another one DNF go out of the race. It's the 8 of Tar Heel. Not sure if it has anything to do with what happened there with the 15, but the 8 is now out of the race as well.
I think NASCAR might have called down and said, hey, man, I know we see the steam coming out the car. Please get off the track.
Guys, we talked about him at the start of the restart here. I'm back to him now. He is up 4th position. D4C Rowdy. He is closing hard on the next back of
Let's go on a ride with Rowdy, man. First off, let's check if Rowdy has any right side damage.
She definitely have a donut road.
Maybe 2. I actually don't have any donut ropes. He's got the 22 right behind him, pushing him along. And the 22 is going to be. I scrolled the wrong way. That's going to be Cole. I know someone's talking about Cole earlier on in the chat.
Well, he's got a little bit of time with Cole. Looks like Cole's a lap down to him. The next person Rowdy has to really worry about is Ford, D4C Ford. He's about 2 seconds behind him for position. So he must be dealing with a lot of lap track cars. All you gotta do is ask Joe Gibbs for that nitrous fuel now that he's back on the lead lap.
Yeah, we got a name up front we talked about for. We got a. Yeah, sorry about that, Brandon. Didn't mean to overstep on you, but we
breaking silence at the same time.
And we've got a driver up front. We ain't seen him in a while. Last time we seen him, he was doing 4 barrel rolls. Tech 9 up to 7th right now. And I think we got a caution on the track.
Yeah, man, right in front of Rowdy, the 98, and we're like the 00. Got together on the front stretch and couldn't keep off the track. Came back up.
Well,
So here's a better question. Do you see Rowdy talking to that crew chief, and the crew chief saying, hey, now I got you a set of special 4-sticker tires. It will stick, I promise.
Do you expect to see anybody stay out? Probably not, right? I mean, we went on a little green run there, over 10 laps, I'd say. So almost everybody's going to come down, and that's going to help Rowdy out because it's going to bunch them boys all back up. He's going to be able to pick up a few more positions, and before the night's over, I expect to see him in the top 10.
22 should be on the lead lap now with the lucky dog.
Man, the 60 of Muffin is still back here. Rough night.
Yeah, Muffin's had a rough tonight. Like I said, he had the pole to start with, got in that early wreck, and he's just not been able to recover at all. Yeah, I believe everybody pitted right there, HD. It's what you were asking. And when we restart, we're going to be 68 to go on the restart.
68 to go. That's pretty much 3 pit stops left. I don't know, it's just 2 pit stops because he has got gas in the car right now. So only 2 left. I always do that. I always add one. Horrible. But yeah, your top 4 is going to stay the same.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I don't think I see any strategy calls. We still got the top 4 there the same. Dooman's there. Cosmic's there. Yeah, I think they've all pretty much, everybody pitted right there.
It looks like Cole got the lucky dog. He's back on the lead lap now.
If he get back up there and grab the draft to the 15, him and the 15 should be places there.
Oh, yeah. Sit right here and watch Muffin screen. You'll watch that 15 move every car in front of him. It's time to go.
Yes, sir, indeed. We're underway yet again here at Texas after the 6th caution of today. The boys are double filed through turns 1 and 2. We got the one of Aviator going to slide down, get in line. The top 4 is going to do what they've been doing all day long. Get lined up and just move away from everybody else, which I think is a brilliant strategy. And Rest of the guys, they're going to race it out.
D4C Rowdy, before even turn 3, already took 3 spots.
I'm trying to find them now. There we got them.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask you, HD, what do you think the strategy is going to be at that one car? You think he's just been patiently riding there, seeing how Amour's driving, maybe trying to figure out something he could do on the last couple of laps?
I don't know if there's anything you can do in the last couple of laps the way Amour's been driving to be able to stick that white line through his whole run. I mean, if you're going to pass on the outside, you're going to need help. Only problem is, who's going to go out there and help you? You know?
Exactly. Yeah, one car alone is not going to pass that 78. I mean, there's no way. I mean, he would have to, have some kind of mental stake himself for somebody to pass him on the outside by themselves.
No, I won't put down James Ball. If he sticks his little nose out, he'll push somebody. He's not the guy that's going to sit there and ride the entire race. When it comes to crunch time, if somebody steps out to go to the outside of Amour, he'll push him. He don't care if it takes second place.
I think the best time to be able to pass him is you got to back up turns 1 and 2 just a little bit to get the run at a 2. Best opportunity to pass is going to be in turns 3 and 4. Get below him or force him really low, and you're going to need to pinch him like you've never pinched anybody before in your life here on NASCAR Heat to try and make that outside lane work.
Yeah, the only way I possibly could see somebody passing him is going to be a pit strategy play where you pit a lap before Amour does, maybe try to sucker him there and come down a lap early and use that one lap of fresh tires to maybe see if you can get around him. That may be the only way somebody gets around him tonight.
Tell you what, Aviator is where the bumper off in that back of that 78. The only damage is happening to these guys right there.
You have been following D4C Rowdy a little bit here, and he's going to be leading this second pack here in a minute. He's up to 3rd place in the second, right behind the 19. He's going to get out front, get one more caution. He's going to pick up more spots.
Right. Back to that pass. Oh, go ahead, Knights.
I was just going to say, got him there was saying that Aviator was wearing the back end out of Amour there. Snag is absolutely wearing the back end out of Kamal right now. That 51 is looking to go.
Who's that 18? Because you've been flirting.
That's Duman.
Is that Duman? He's second in points, ain't he?
He's up there. I know he's up there in points. I don't know if he's second or third, but I know he's top 10. I know I wrote his name down.
Could be a good day for him tonight. He can maintain track position.
The only thing Amour has against him is his front pack's numbers has grown a lot. As we got a car high up in the wall. Hold it up there, buddy. Oh, good Lord. Good Lord.
Good save.
That was a good save. I thought he was about to come right back down in front of somebody. But hell of driving at a redneck man in a 3 car. The only problem with that is he's going to lose this draft, and he's going to lose it quick. Because these guys are on a mission, single filed out down the back stretch. Still, your race leader is going to be Amour, followed by the one of Aviator. We got Kamal in 3rd, and again, top 4 staying the same pretty much as we got a car coming down the pits. That's going to be the 51 of D4C Snag. I think so. It looked like a blue car.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, it was Country. That's a rough break for Country. He's sitting 10th in points right now. So another one of the guys top 10 in points having a rough night tonight.
Snag had a little bobble going back on the team. Get a good push from the 18 and it's a good track. There's the cards down on the side of the 88 coming up too.
Yeah, yes, sir, indeed. See, now would be the time. If I was Aviator, see how wide he came out of turn 2? That's when you got to get below him.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, Moore's not going to give him too many chances to do that. So you see it one time, you better take advantage of it.
Yeah, that's got to be the time you take it. And if he's able to clear you, you take it all the way down to the white line, and then you try to build up that run to get it to outside, and then you got to pinch him in 3. That's the only way I think you're going to be able to pass this 78. And you got to pray either A, he's going to hold it, B, let up if he's going to ride up, or C, hit the apron and spin out, and you're going to take the lead.
Yeah, I'm more of a fan of turn 1 when it comes to the passing part. If he can get Kamal to help him, through 3, 4, and Amour's going to hug that bottom. You know he is. You squeeze Amour down that bottom, he's forced to lift on exit. And he will lose a lot of speed just to even crack the throttle going down that straightaway.
See, I feel like you're able to get a better run at a turn 2. Like turns 3 and 4 is pretty much that's easy breezy skill. I don't think Amour he's too good to mess up there. You know, I mean with the bump in 2, that's where the fun comes in, because if Amour hits that bump wrong one time, rides up like he did that one lap, it's really a little lag.
Yeah, well, see, the Aviator's got to be careful, though. Yeah, he's trying to get around Amour, but that time coming into 3 and 4, he was a little bit high. So, I mean, yeah, he's trying to get the lead, but he's got to watch. He goes too high. That 88 gets underneath him. There's a lot of cars that's going to want to come right with him.
This is the Discord, D4C Discord, and majority of us use racing wheels. I know I use a racing wheel. Pretty sure everybody in this Discord right now uses a racing wheel, probably. But a few people do use controllers, and a few of those people are very fast. As, again, Aviator's going to go a little too high. It turns 1 and 2. Can Kamal get there? Oh, man, Aviator got lucky.
Yeah, and that's what I was talking about right there. He's trying to get around Amour, but he cannot leave that open. He leaves that open, he's got a lot of cars that's going to get around him, because, I mean, they're all beating and banging on each other right now. And, I mean, they're that close. So, you know, one slip, you can go from 2nd all the way back to what looks like 8th, 9th, maybe 10th right there. There's a lot of cars there.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, if this goes green, do you see Brownie doing what he did in the Cup Series, taking an early pit and taking chances on a caution coming out, and somehow stay out just to get that track position back real quick?
I don't think I'd run it dry, just because you're gonna go a lap down, and if you get stuck a lap down, your race is done with this amount of laps remaining.
Yeah, I would probably run it dry this one, because they do have 2 stops left. So I would probably run this one dry, and then if you're going to do a strategy, it's going to have to come with that last pit stop. I don't think there's really much to gain on doing a strategy right now.
Yeah, for the regulars, there is nothing to gain. But for a guy that knows he can't race for a competition, he's only got to go for a win. At this point, sitting here riding wouldn't help Rowdy. He's got to change his game up.
I will say this front pack is pulled away from that second pack, as they're just coming out of turn 4 and they're going into turn 1. Got pretty much a whole straightaway from about 12th on back. Again, if you're just joining in, there's 33 cars on the track here tonight. And we got a little bobble like there was a caution out. You know, we're still green. Move my thing around. Looking good. And the front packs are starting to split up a little bit.
Yeah, they are.
Fun fact, though, more smoke is unavoidable. He's about the most dominant driver we got in D4C as of now. You would say that wheels are best, or more smoke wrecks.
Oh my lordy, it looked like a little bumper glitch, and the 01 Ahita Snowman is hard into the inside wall down the backstretch. I don't expect it to bring out a caution. He got hung up on the 5 of Ace Dangerous's bumper, made a little wiggle, made a little wobble, and he just shot him off to the left. Tough break for him.
Big wreck in that second pack.
Yeah, right in front of Snowman here. Yeah,
caution's out.
Just took Muffin out again. Muffin's luck continues.
Yeah, I was fixing to say there, HD. Remember last week back to Auto Club, that happened twice to the Heated Snowman. So that's 2 weeks in a row. He's had some bad luck where he got turned around, looked like maybe a caution wasn't going to come out. He got saved right there, but that's 2 weeks in a row this has happened to him.
Those top 3 guys did not want to see that, because they were just starting to break away from the rest of the pack.
I know who did want to see that. That's going to be the 15 D4C Rowdy.
Oh yeah, he's dancing in the seat right now.
I think we might follow along with him off this restart. I know you said he passed like 3 drivers in one turn beginning of the last restart. Be interesting to see what he can do now, but the only problem is he's starting to get to the better competition, the faster cars. It's not going to be as easy as it was.
No, certainly will not be.
Think about that too, man. You made over 3 stars and modified restarts and all. I have noticed that he's having honest restarts. Not like he's trying to restart to gain his position.
Yeah, so he's currently in 12th position, working his way all the way up through the pack from the back of the pack, which is 3rd to 3rd place. And got 2 caution stops. Top 12 is not too bad. Good running right now for D4C Rowdy. Only problem is, can he cap it off? I think he should be able to get to top 10. We know he's got a fast car. He's been up front from the beginning of the race, pretty much all race. Had a little pit strategy mess up, got a black flag early on, went a lap down. Good comeback.
Yeah, another good comeback there, just to the inside of Rowdy there. Cheeseburger, he was a lap down earlier. He got involved in one of them wrecks, and caution hadn't came out and had to pit. And yeah, he's bounced back also. He's sitting there in the 11th position.
Cheeseburger in his cheeseburger car express with the lettuce, tomato, and a ketchup. Wheat bread, though. It's not like that. That looks like wheat bread. So we don't do that. Well, we got the redneck man also behind these guys, and FOURSPEED's actually. Is that FOURSPEED? I think that's FOURSPEED.
Yeah, there's one down there.
Yes, sir, indeed. But the 15 of D4C Rowdy's going to fall back in line behind the Cheeseburger. We know Cheeseburger's got a decently fast car. I think if I'm Rowdy, though, I'm pushing Cheeseburger to get back up to that front pack. I'm not really trying to pass.
And I know I've said this a few times tonight, but look at that again. 1 lap, restart, single file. That's just amazing how those guys are able to do that. It's like every time they restart, they can get single file really quickly.
I think that's to do with that modified at the line. That's going to spread them out, and if you're on the outside line, who is echoing? And if you're on the outside line, you got enough room to kind of slide down because you don't want to get stuck out there.
Oh no, and that's exactly what Aviator's been doing every restart. He's been letting Amour go, get straight back down on the inside line, the way he doesn't lose that second position.
I do like Aviator's strategy, though, with him, playing a little passive, staying in second place. I know he's gotten high a few times, a little too much for my liking. But he's been able to hold it off.
Yeah, he's all over the back of Amour right now. He's pushing him all the way through that turn, like he's still on him.
Yeah, I'm up here currently watching the top. Oh, there's a new top 4. Dooman's in 4th place. Not D4C. Snags moved back to 5th place. Behind Snag, looks like is at the 7. The Cosmic Storm finally working his way back up through the pack. I know he was up here early on. Behind him's the 21, I do believe it looked like, and that's going to be the D4C String. Top 7. Little gap between 8th place. The 5 of Ace Dangerous. Behind Ace Dangerous is going to be, I think that was the 9.
Yeah, and Snag just got out of line. He just lost 2 spots. He just got drop kicked back to 7th, I believe.
It's definitely a tough break for Snag because he's had a strong car. Laps are dwindling down here at Texas. Can we get a lap count real quick?
I'll let you know in about T-minus 1 second. Muffin just passed the line. There is 41 to go.
So 41 to go. There's 1 pit stop remaining if we go green.
Yeah, they're pretty much in the situation they were right now, like they were in stage 2, and they took it green the whole way. So these guys know what they got now after running stage 2, without caution. So we'll see what they got here.
Yeah, first pack's going to contain 9 cars. Second pack's going to have about 6 cars. I think the leader of that's actually going to be D4C Rowdy in the top 10 now. Only problem with that, he's going to need at least another caution to catch this front pack.
Oh, is that Snag?
Yeah, someone was hard on the wall inside.
I think that was Snag.
But we are still underway, still green. Don't think the caution's going to come out unless he puffs that thing into reverse. And Wampa Montoya's that thing into a jet dryer. I think we're going to stay green.
Yeah, that's a tough break. One of the top 5 cars probably tonight. Absolute tough break.
I wonder if Poopy can pull that line back up to you guys.
I don't.
They need to get more organized, that's for sure, if they want to do that.
Yeah, no one's right behind him. These guys are pretty much nose to tail. Top 3. No one is currently behind Poopy. About a car length between him and whoever's behind him. Looks like the 5 of Ace Dangerous. No, 5 of Ace Dangerous is up in this pack. But yeah, what you said, man. D4C Snag. Tough break. I mean, did we see what happened? Was it like a bumper lock?
That's what it looked like. There was a little bit of contact coming off of turn 2, and it looks like, I mean, he looked like he had it saved, and then he got the inside wall, and it turned him around. I'm guessing it turned him around back straight. That's probably the only reason the caution didn't come out, because it was back straight.
Not very often you can say this, but it looks like somebody finally decided to move the D4C Rowdy. I see him on the high side now of that group.
Goose just wait, so mustard a little bit on him.
Let's go on back to the second pack, and yeah.
Yeah. How about you guys? But Augustus is leading this third pack, followed by Muffin, and they're catching that second pack pretty quickly.
Just a heads up, HD factor between Poopy from the second pack and Aviator in the front pack. AB factor between the two.
Yeah. As it looks like.
That second pack can ever get organized.
Oh, he's gonna come down right in front of the 55. Good lord, that was a little. Oh, and the 55 is gonna get on the inside. Is that lag? What is that? I don't know.
Lag on my side.
Yeah, I don't know if that was lag or the 55 was like, dude, you almost took me out. I'm gonna show you some hate real quick.
I'm going to tell you right now, y'all went to the back. There was just a great save up front. More smoke just touched the grass going through the dog leg and saved it and kept the lead. I don't know how he done it.
I don't know how he done it either. I don't know how Aviator didn't take advantage of that. You gotta take advantage of that. Even if he's putting them back in the grass, you gotta take advantage.
Yeah, he didn't hit it that much, but I mean, racing here last week, you barely touched that grass. I mean, you get loose quickly.
I'm surprised there's still grass on this track from last week. I thought this thing was big.
Yeah.
He's got heavy damage, I'm sure. He hit that inside wall pretty
Oh,
hard.
wrecking the second pack. D4C Rowdy around.
And this is gonna help Snag if the caution comes out. Yep, caution is out. Snag got lucky. He was literally 4 car lengths away from going a lap down. Oh my god, that might be a team call. Are they on teams?
Yeah, I think I heard him hollering debris in turn 3, and they never threw the caution, so Rowdy just went ahead and spun it around for him.
Who threw that water bottle out in the track? Who threw that banana peel? That's what Rowdy hit, right? A banana peel?
Doesn't look like race car going on in the front backstretch. Mario Kart going on out here. Somebody throw a shell at him. Lifting him up off the ground.
So do you guys pit here?
Well, that's what I was getting ready to say. I was wondering, because we went green there for a little bit, and I mean, we've got to be getting close. I mean, we've got to be under 40 to go right there. And I like I said, I think they go 28, 30 laps on fuel.
Well, I tell you what, there's some different strategies.
I think
Amour stayed out. The 0-1, a heated Snowman stayed out because he was nowhere in sight in the top 5.
No, I think your front 2 just stayed out, and I think the Aviator and James Kamal and behind us going to have a lot fresher tires.
I don't know about that call. I don't know about that. How many laps are left?
That's the only thing that.
Are we going single file though? They are single file.
Yeah, that's the only thing that makes sense since Amour was out front, and then you got Aviator 3rd. So them front 2 had to have stayed out. That's the only way that Snowman, I think, would have got to 2nd.
Yeah, without a doubt, the front 2 stayed out.
Well, they'll take the green flag with 29 to go. The question is can everybody actually make it on fuel?
Well,
they only need to save 1 lap. They can go 28.
And that makes you
but
think.
for the guys that pitted, they're good to go then, is what you're saying right there. If they only have to save 1 lap.
Yeah, I think that was a huge mistake on the part of the 78. He is definitely going to have to pit, and I don't think them guys behind him, I mean, they're not going to have to.
Oh, no, they're probably done pitting. 1 caution, that saves you 2 laps right there. They're done pitting.
The only thing I could think is he just took right sides and a cannon or a cannon and a half to maybe stay out front. That's the only thing I could think. Or he's banking on there being a ton of cautions at the end to where it's not going to matter. But if you're banking on that, I don't know if I'd be doing that either. I think I'd rather play the lottery.
It'd be hard to bank on that after watching stage 2.
Whether it be a bunch of cautions or not, I'd rather be able to shoot right now.
Oh, Aviator is sitting pretty in third place, especially if these guys didn't pit at all. I thought he was ready to make it too wide down the backstretch. I'd have took him too wide. I'd have got right up under Heated Snowman. I would not be pushing him right now. It's time to get going with 28 laps to go at Texas in the D4C Xfinity Series.
I expect Heated Snowman to scoot up off turn 2 here. Get tight over that motor tires Aviator for second.
He needs to take it. He needs to take it.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you right now, HD, the hungriest guy in that pack, even though he doesn't run Xfinity full time, is that Aviator.
There he
James
goes. There he goes, taking him on the inside. That's a good move out of Aviator. Should be able to. Ooh, he just didn't get the run.
Yeah, that James Kamal, though, he's really hungry. He felt like he had the win in the Cup Series race Thursday, and then that strategy got played, and he was not able to get past those front three. So that 88's really hungry.
Yeah, well, the Aviator is back up to second place, followed by the 88 who you're just talking about, moves up to third. Top four is going to be Cosmic Storm in fourth place, as the Heated Snowman is going to lose a ton of positions. Lost 4 spots. He's going to bump all the way back outside the top 5 as the 21 is going to get in front of him. That's going to be D4C String. I know you guys were talking about him early on. The old man's now top 5.
I don't know, guys. If it were me and I was Aviator or Kamal, I'd sit there and just be pushing the crap out of him more. I really would. Because if he didn't pit or if he only took 1 can, that's not enough fuel, I wouldn't allow him to save fuel. I would just push him to force him to run. If he gets in the draft, all you got to do is just crack the throttle, save a little bit of fuel. Let the draft pull you around.
About 25?
I'll let you know here in a second. Muffin's taking his sweet time. Oh, yep, 25 to go. Caution came out. Muffin pitted, and he only had 23 laps of fuel, so even Muffin was 2 laps short.
Well, that's going to make him good now with this caution.
Oh, yeah, he's good now.
And that's, I guess, is Amour going to be good is the question.
Well, with the very little, even Muffin still has 94% on those tires. It's like at this point, the tires are good on my mind. I'll be taking no tires, just a splash of fuel because you only need 2 laps. You gain a lot of track position.
So that's going to put us, what, under 20 laps, I do believe, once we get going green again?
That should be, actually, probably by the time they start, it'll probably be exactly 20, because it should put you at 21 when they take green, should be 20.
Well, do you think that the 1 and the 88 are going to have enough fuel here now? Because if nothing was, you had 23
the top
to go.
13 stayed out, did not pit.
Well, the 1 and 88 should be good. Everybody, 1, 88, 7, they all should be good because they came down with only 1 lap, you know, to the negative. So they should be definitely good. The biggest question is Amour good? Well, we don't know. We don't have that telemetry. We don't have those stats.
I don't see how he could, HD. If them guys are barely good, taking 2 full cans, there is no way Amour should be good to go. I'm trying to understand what his strategy is here.
I got no clue, but this is fixing to get excited. I really do hope this 20 laps goes green. Please, baby Jesus, make it go green.
I tell you what, another good bounce back, sitting in 12th, just right outside the top 10. Been involved in a few wrecks tonight, was a lap down once. Our points leader, Squad High, he's just right outside the top 10. I mean, this is what he's done all year long. Whether he's been involved in wrecks or not, he's found a way to get back to the top 10 by the end of the race.
Well, that's proven why he's the points leader. I know you guys said he hasn't won a race, or I don't think he's won a race, but he's the points leader. That's consistency, and that's what wins, you know, championships. That's how you get to the playoffs, you know. You guys got to stay consistent. I'd rather have consistent top 5s, top 10s, and 2 wins on the season and be outside the top 20 the rest of the races.
Oh, absolutely.
But let's looking at the race action. The top 3 is going to get a good jump. Still, the race leader is Amour. He's made a living out front today. Aviator's made a living in 2nd place, and I can pretty much say Kamal's made a living in 3rd place. That's pretty much what the running orders has been this whole race. Yeah. The top 3.
Yeah, I don't think the scoring pylon has changed too much today than the top 3.
I do not think so at all, but kind of a new face up there in the top 4. He was up there early on. That's going to be the 7 of Cosmic Storm, followed by the 21 of D4C String behind him. is going to be the 9 of Tech 9. Now, Tech 9 was up towards the front early on, got in a little trouble. He's trying to work his way back into a top 5 finish.
Yeah, Tech was the one earlier that got the 10 score from the Russian judge with the 4 barrel rolls in the air. So that is definitely a big bounce back for him.
Yes, sir, indeed, as the Aviator still looks content by following on right behind him, but sooner or later you got to pounce.
I'll tell you what, I think Cheeseburger restarted 12th there, and he dropped back to 17th. Anybody think he might be selling it now?
That or saving fuel.
I'll tell you what, these front 6 have pulled away from that second pack. I'm not sure if there was a bobble back there or what, and they had to check up, but after just like 2 or 3 laps of green flag, they have pulled over half a turn away from them.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now, and that second pack is not filled with many cars at all. It's like only 4 cars tops. There's 1 car in that third pack, and behind them is another pack of 4. So this thing goes green pretty much as the winner's going to come out of this, unless they wreck horribly up here. But even then, they're still going to be up here because they got such a big lead.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they could wreck, get her back going, still be in front of these guys.
Well, with me riding with Muffin back here, guys, we haven't talked about somebody in the last 20 laps, and I don't see him back here. That must mean Mr. Rowdy must be up in that top 6 pack somewhere.
No, he's not in the top 6.
Yeah,
I don't see him back here in 12th through 18th, so he's somewhere heading.
I think he's back in the back because he spun in the last couple of cautions. He was the cause of one, right? If I'm not mistaken, that would have put him all the way to the back if he got damaged. So he's probably sitting outside the top 20.
Yeah, he was the caution that saved Snack from going lap down.
If you could, give a shout-out when there's 10 to go. That'd be great.
Well, just past to go to 14, so I'll let you know here in about 4 laps.
And still, the Aviator content with riding second. It looks like Kamal's pretty much content. Looks like team-wise. Do we have any? Well, I know the top 3 is not really team-wise because they're all Cup drivers. Cosmic Storm is your first Xfinity driver.
Yeah, Tech owns that 7 car, so you got the guy running 6 owns the car running 4th.
So you would imagine if something goes down, he's going to help his driver out. But still pretty much staying single file in the top 6. No movement yet. I think they might be waiting. I think they got a pretty good enough lead to start racing this bad boy out as they're racing it. Back in that second pack, looks like we got the car on the outside. He's going to lose a couple positions. But we got to keep our eyes in the top 6.
Yeah, there's really not much action right now. They all seem to be pretty content. I mean, it looks like the 21's getting a little antsy there behind the 7, but other than that, like the top three is just being really content right now.
I think once we see this thing dip down to 10 to go, drivers are going to start seeing that single-digit number, especially with it being a single-file restart. Caution comes out the wrong time, race is over. We're going to see these boys start mixing up in the next couple of laps.
Look, you see that top 6 past the start-finish line, it will be 10 to go.
So now the only question.
Do you think you test a move right now just in case you can't do it? At least you can fall back in line quick?
Oh, yeah,
or you
have
going to
to
do that last lap wait?
No, you have to do it now because Amour is proven strong, man. He's hard to pass. I just tried passing him 20 laps ago, honestly.
Oh, wreck on the front stretch.
We still don't have a caution yet.
Yeah, we're still under green. That's up.
Yeah,
Caution's
there's
out
your
now.
caution. Hey, guys.
Yeah, there it is.
Out of Muffin's bad luck, he's in the top 10.
Well, we know Muffin's got a fast car. He qualified first. Just haven't seen him up here much.
I guess it just took him till 10 to go to say, I think it's go time finally.
Hey, you've been in the back of the pack pretty much the whole race. I know you got a fast car. We put a lot of money into this thing. What the hell are you doing?
I think the biggest question here still is that the fuel situation on that 78.
I think we've had 3 cautions.
I don't know. I think we've had enough cautions to save 6 laps. He might be good, but now it comes down to the question of tire wear. If he only took 2 tires, do you think those left sides are worn enough yet?
I don't think tire wear is that bad in Texas. At least that's what I read in the chat early on. It is a smooth track. It's not like Atlanta or those rougher concrete tracks. Looks like everybody's gonna stay out of there 3 wide off the start of the race. Lucky no caution, because that would be terrible. Oh, that would be bad.
Yeah, and one thing to remember, HD, we are in single file now, so there is no green, white, checkered.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if they get it, if there's a caution now, because there are, what, 7 laps to go once they go green?
Yeah, once they go, it should be 7 to go.
Yeah, I mean, Aviator's going to have to put the pedal to the metal. I'd try and make a move at a turn 2 this lap.
Oh, yeah, you got to do something now. You got to take a chance at this point. You know, those front 3 are just racing for a win. No moral victory or points or team or nothing.
Yeah, if I'm Aviator, I'm trying to back it off a little bit. Maybe take a little wider entry in turn 1 to get the run out of turn 2. And just shove that thing down low on the white line into turn 3.
Do you see his hand waving in that window at Kamal saying, come on, push me, push me, push me, let's go?
Yeah, the only problem is he was way too far behind him.
Yeah, that may be strategy, though. He may be trying to get a run here. But
oh, is that a Moore that moved up the track?
Yeah, Moore's very high. I don't know exactly what's going on. It's like his car wasn't turning at all. Aviator's got a pounce on him. He might be wounded. Those tires might be an issue. He's all over the bumper. I expect to see Aviator make a move now out of turn 2. Ooh. Maybe even into turn 1. I'd cut down right now. Get below him.
Yeah, Amour almost hit that grass again.
Oh, there goes the 80. I thought the 88 D4C. No, excuse me. Kamal was going to get down low below the 1. Just couldn't quite make it happen. He got a little wiggly, got a little wobbly out of turn 2. It's going to separate those 2 a little bit. Should be up there, no problem.
Cosmic Storm. How is he holding on to that? Wow.
I don't know. There's a huge lag right now.
Yeah.
Oh, God, there's going to be a caution. I think Amour's going to be the winner. And the 88 tarted to the wall at a turn 2. Pushed up, hit the bump at the wrong time. And there's this 2 cars now battling for this win. Will Aviator get him? He's been riding in his coattails all race long. Now's the time to see if he can get by him.
I don't see Aviator getting it. Without help, I don't know if it's going to be possible now.
He's trying to get a wider entry like I was talking about to try and get a good run out of turn 2. He's just not going to be able to do it. No draft help behind. It's going to be tough. You got to fake it, I think. You got to fake it. You got to go down low down the backstretch to make him go down and respect that. And you just got to hope he messes up. Change his lineup some.
Yeah, I wish I could see that front a little bit more, but I'll tell you what. Muffin, Serving Code, and Caleb back here go 3 wide through turn 1.
Oh, Aviator was in the... Amour was in the grass. Aviator's down low. We got a battle for the lead.
That grass about a bit more one too many times.
Yeah, we got Aviator down low, and they are side by side. He's got to side draft him. Do not let him down in front of you. Oh, I think he's good. Aviator to the lead. And I think the caution is out. Did Aviator get it?
Won this race. Aviator just won this race.
According to the tracker, Aviator got the lead.
Well, he picked a good time to pass.
That HD, that has probably your best power move of the year.
It's up there, definitely. I don't know if he had slight senses. He looked into the future and he said, hey, there's going to be caution. I better pass him right now. But he made it happen. Your race winner, only leading probably 2 laps, the Aviator. He led the 2 that mattered, though, I'll tell you.
Well, I tell you, he did it twice in the race here late. The 3rd time finally bit him. Moore played with that grass a little too much, and it finally got him.
Yes, sir, indeed. These guys are just going to race, not really race it out. They're going to end it under caution. We'll get drivers up in here. We'll do a little interview. Again, round out the top 3 is going to be the Aviator in the 1 car, your race winner. The 78, tough break for Amour. led about 97.9% of the laps. Couldn't make it happen, though. Third place is going to be Kamal. They've definitely proved they had the strongest cars out here today.
Absolutely. And 8th place HD, points leader, squad hype. He got another top 10 out of it.
Hey, man, that's how you got to do it. As we got maybe a little love tap between the 88 and the 78. Say, hey, man, good race today. Hell of a race, and he's not going to sweep the weekend.
No, he's not, and I'll be interested to hear, more comments, when we get them all up in the booth about, that last lap there.
Yep,
I'm still pleased with Muffin coming home with 9th place after me being sitting here and watching the last 60 laps of him riding around between 18th and 24th.
We got a cosmic storm like down on the inside wall. I don't know exactly what's going on with that. I think he's maybe doing a little pre-race, end of race ritual or something. But as these boys fall around on the last lap, we're going to go ahead and take it back to the HD Booth Tower in New York. Just kidding, I don't want to be in New York. It's cold as hell right there. It's cold, Ryan.
Yeah, and a quick note, we went through the top 9 there, finishing 10th. Was us Irving come. Good run to get a top 10 tonight. I mean, that's just stacked field we got here. Huge field.
Yeah,
you did a top 10 tonight. You did something really good.
Yeah, what a race. That was epic. That was definitely epic as we're back into the broadcast booth brought to you by our very own D4C Carroll. These guys are going to finish it out. We're going to get to top 3. Again, big shout out to the Aviator. I know he's got 1 win so far in the Cup Series. The kid is happy for that. He's got to be happy for his 2nd win. It might not be Cup Series, but hey, that was a talented field out there in Xfinity today.
I'll let you two handle the questions with them. I wasn't here for the whole race. You guys would have more answer or questions than answers.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I just panned through the field there. Looked like we had about 8 vehicles DNF. I think that may be a season high.
Yeah, it's tough, man. I think maybe because it's so goddamn cold outside or snow all over the U.S. right now, engines don't run or something. I don't know. Who knows? Someone was slacking.
Iceberg's moving its way south, that's for sure. It's negative 13 here.
Yeah, I don't know how cold it is here, but I know it's supposed to be cold tonight. As we got Amour up here, your 2nd place winner, still waiting for the Aviator, and 3rd place Kamal. Once he gets up here, we'll start interviews.
Bring on the Jeopardy song. Do 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 do.
Yeah, there's Kamal. Now we just gotta wait for the race winner. The Aviator. I don't think he's done doing donuts yet. All right, well, we'll just start this, and the Aviator gets here. He gets here. If not, he not. No, he doesn't. So, who got him? Do you want to take the 3rd place winner, man? Or 3rd place finisher?
Is he in the booth?
Yeah, he's up here.
I'm in the booth, bud.
James Kamal, what's going on, man? Got him up here.
What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Nice finish, man. That's a strong run by you all night. Got caught up in a few little incidences, but found your way back up top 5 pretty quick. And that's about 3rd or 4th place where you ran all night, huh?
Yeah, that got a really, really good car for about 10 laps in the race. And after that, it was pretty much junk. The only thing I was able to do was just hang on the back of those top 3. I had absolutely no momentum coming out of turn 2. As evident, I almost got passed and got for a caution. That's why I'm up in the booth and barely got hung on the 3rd. But all in all, not bad. I was hoping to redeem from last week in the Cup Series in Texas, but once again, fell 2 spots short.
Well, man, you look strong out there tonight. We definitely couldn't tell that you had any longer run issues. Again, congratulations on 3rd place. You had a lot of fun out there, man. And we're going to pass things back over to HD.
Thanks. We'll see you, Bristol.
All right, man. Thank you.
All right, Knights, why don't you go ahead and take the 2nd place winner of More Smoke?
All right, Amour, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
All right, buddy. Man, you had probably the class of the field out there tonight. I believe you led dang near almost every lap out there tonight. Take us through the last. Yes, that's what I was going to get to, man. Take us through that last lap there where you was trying to hold off the Aviator. Was there anything you could have done to go ahead and finish that off with the win?
Well, I got off the bottom just a little bit when me and him got separated there with like 2 to go. And I think we had like a second on third, so I knew he was going to try to get to the bottom. I tried to hold it. I got just a little bit off the bottom, and I didn't want to come down and, nose him or anything, so I let him have it because it's one to go. Battle a little bit on the outside, give you guys a good show and stuff. So, looks like we just got a little racing incident there. I don't know if I come down on him or he come up on me a little bit or what, so it's good racing. We've had good racing all year, so I'm not too worried about it. It was a lot of fun racing out there with everybody. Come on. And Aviator really pushed me a lot throughout the race, so we were able to keep that lead for most of the race.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, you all were the class of the field for sure. We made the comment that I don't think the leaderboard changed at all there, the whole race with you all 1, 2, 3. It was a great race tonight, man. Wish you could have, held on to it there at the end, but, you can't really complain with a second place finish in a 33-car field, That was a great run out there tonight, man.
Oh, yeah, a lot of fun. Yeah, congrats to Aviator.
Absolutely. HD, we'll take it back to you.
All right, and Rose says, happy birthday, Amour Smoke. Didn't know it was your birthday. Happy birthday. And if it's not
Thanks,
your
man.
birthday, he just got me. All right, it is your birthday. All right, good.
Yep.
All right, well, happy birthday, Amour Smoke. It sucks you didn't get that win, but hey, Aviator, you done doing burnouts, man?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you are? What are you doing? You should still be out there burning that thing down to make a last lap pass like that at the right time.
Yeah.
So, what was... You were behind Aviator pretty much... I mean, you are Aviator. You were behind Amour Smoke pretty much the whole race. I know if I said it a couple times up here in the booth, Knight said it a couple times, like, man, he's been behind him. He's got to try and make a move here soon. So, what was your strategy with that? Were you just waiting for the last lap to do it? Were you content running second? What were you thinking?
I was actually content running second, but I saw I had a chance with Kamal kind of falling back on that last lap. It's like, you know what? Might as well try. S'more definitely made a good run, though. S'more. Smoke.
Yeah, S'more Smoke. Yeah, man, it's his birthday. It's all right. But, dude, I mean, you're very young. You're young talent here in D4C. Congratulations to you. I know you got your first cup win this season. Is this your second win overall in D4C, or?
No, I've won some Xfinity races in the past, but yeah, definitely got my first cup win this year.
All right, man. Well, again, good race by you. Good finish. Hell of a pass. I think you can tell the future because you passed him at the right time because the caution came out just after. Good job for you. Good job for everybody out on the track tonight. We want to thank everybody who was able to watch the stream. We appreciate every and each one of you. Make sure to tune in Thursday night for the Cup Series. And make sure to get those picks in for you. Who you think is going to win to be entered to win a $10 Amazon gift card. Brought to you by mycolorstreetnails.com /star shine nails. And until next time, we'll see you guys on the track.